All right, now we got Armani Robinson.
Armani Robinson.
Okay. Mr. Gregory, are you handling this one?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Did you need an opportunity to speak with him, or are we good?
We have, Your Honor. Yes, well.
Okay. Miss Tina Ripley, are you ready?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Calling case number 230-585-7501. People City, Michigan versus Armani Dewan Robinson. Appearances, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Tina Ripley on behalf of the people, P83688.
Mr. Gregory?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Austin Gregory, PA 5193, on behalf of Mr. Robinson, who's been made over his constitutional right to waive from reading standing.
All right. Formal reading have been waived. The court will enter a not guilty plea on your behalf. Ms. Ripley, argument as the bond?
Yes, Judge, thank you. The allegations in this case are arising from an unsafe storage of a weapon. The defendant placed his handgun in a backpack, and he placed that backpack in an area that was accessible to children. It was a fully loaded handgun, and he placed it in a backpack that used to belong to his 7-year-old little brother. And Your Honor, while he is charged with involuntary manslaughter, well, that homicide charge is the result of grossly negligent actions by the defendant in leaving his handgun in an area accessible to the children. His actions afterward are what show his criminal mindset, and that's reflected in the tampering charge. That's based on the defendant's intentional actions in taking the firearm in the backpack and hiding it in his car that was in his driveway, and then even more egregiously, going back into the house, searching for and finding the casing, taking it and hiding it on a dilapidated wood wall of his next door neighbor's garage. This shows intentional actions and intentional thought. Your Honor, this gun was unsecured, fully loaded. He had no gun lock for it, in a backpack that used to be his little brother's, who was in the house at the time. He bought the gun off the street about a month ago. It was an illegal gun. Your Honor, based on these charges, we're asking for $250,000 cash surety with the tether, no weapons, and no access to children, and any other conditions as the court sees fit.
Ms. Ripley, one follow-up question. When you say illegal gun, you mean it was reported stolen?
Yes, I do believe it was reported stolen, Judge.
Okay. And you said $250,000 cash, and what else you requesting?
$250,000 cash surety, no 10%, a GPS tether, no weapons, and no contact with children, and any other terms and conditions as the court sees fit.
How old is a child to you? 17 or what? In terms of how do you define a minor? Below under 17?
Yeah, everyone under 18. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Mr. Gregory.
Your Honor, Mr. Robinson has ties to the community as a local address. He lives with his fiance. He has he's a lifelong Detroit resident, 26 years old, and he is employed. Notably, in this case, Your Honor, while these allegations are very serious, it is not. The facts are not that he was assaulted in any way toward the person.
That's correct. It's basically an allegation of extreme negligence.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Yes.
He has not demonstrated that he does not have a case history. He does not have any other cases. He's not on parole. We're asking for a purpose bond in this case with a tether and a work release. We do understand that this is a serious allegation, but when we're looking at the court's requirements for a bond, which are his is he a danger to society, and is he a flight risk? He's not demonstrated that he is assaultive to the public or a danger to society, and he has local ties. So we are asking for a personal bond.
Okay, one moment. Excuse me. All right, the court having an argument from both counsels. And Mr. Gregory does bring up an excellent point in terms of this is not an intentional act. And that's true. He's not charged with an intentional act per se, but one with extreme, and one would argue gross negligence of a handgun allegedly reported stolen. And with such disregard for the well-being of the children in the house resulted in the accidental shooting and death of a 7-year-old due to allegedly Mr. Robinson's gross neglect with respect to the handgun. So in light of that, notwithstanding his ties to the community, the court finds Mr. Robinson a danger to the community. And in light of that, will adopt in large part the recommendation from the people and impose a $250,000 cash surety bond, no 10%, with the following conditions. While this case is pending, Mr. Robinson is not to possess, purchase, obtain, use handgun, pistol, firearm, or other dangerous weapon. If he's able to post bond, he'll be fitted with a GPS tether and have no contact with children under the age of 18. Mr. Gregory, is this an affordable bond for your client? Okay. In light of that, Mr. Robinson, you have the following 3 court dates. You have a bond redetermination hearing this Friday, August 25th, in front of Judge McConico. You have a probable cause conference September 6th in front of Judge King, and a preliminary examination September 13th at 1:45 p.m. in front of Judge King. Does anyone have any questions regarding the bond conditions and/or court dates?
No, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Robinson, any questions? I take it not. Okay, step aside, please. Yes, Mr. Robinson, you have a question regarding your court dates and/or bond conditions?
Bond conditions.
What's your question, sir?
Your Honor, I just wanted to ask, could I please go to my son's funeral and be there for my fiance? Just this one time, I will turn myself back in, I promise, Your Honor.
Yeah, Mr. Robinson, I will let Judge McConico deal with that Friday, okay? But as of now, no. Okay, thank you. You can step aside.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.